Hello, everyone, and welcome yourselves back to the YouTube channel, back to the For the Love of Nerds podcast. I am here with a guest who has not appeared on the channel. We're trying to say 2, 3 years ago. It is Marcelo Bottaro. How are you?
I'm doing fine on my end, my friend.
Real. So, welcome back to the channel. As I said, 2, 3 years, plenty to catch up on, plenty to feed the audience with information. So, just give a brief description of who you are, what you do, and how you are.
Well, first thing is right. The name is Marcelo Bottaro. I am based in Brooklyn, New York. I am a cartoonist. I'm a puppeteer. I'm a voice actor. Now jumping into filmmaking, and I have just celebrated 4 years of art teaching here in New
Wow,
York.
nice. Amazing. So obviously, the main reason why me and Marcelo first got into contact was through his puppetry, and that's what attracted me. So, what's going on with the puppetry at the moment? Where's that at? Obviously, I know you said you're doing artwork and stuff, but where's the puppetry at these days?
We're still on TikTok. I'm still doing some videos on TikTok under my troupe, The Figments. And yeah, I've been doing that since the pandemic,
Yeah,
actually, which I was doing it for kicks, but with one video, what turned from 500 views, 500 followers, turned into now 5,538 followers and counting. So I'm still doing things with puppets. I'm still doing my show on my YouTube channel. The main show is the Augie, Smitty, and Marv Comedy Hour, which is basically just
yeah,
improv sketches with these three characters I've created, Augie, Smitty, and Marv. They're kind of like my Three Stooges. So Augie is Mo, Smitty is Larry, and I'm gonna say Marv is Curly, but he's not as imbecilic. Or yeah, he's not as imbecilic
yeah,
like Curly. Not to say Curly is imbecilic. I love him, but but yeah, I'm still doing that. Uh, there are things that are new in the works. I can't really talk about it too much because it's still in the development stages,
yeah.
both puppetry and animation. But yeah, I'm doing puppetry related. I'm doing something with my brothers right now. We're trying to work on this little show. Um, yeah, we're trying to work on this little show for YouTube, mainly for ourselves because they got interested in puppetry because of me, and now we're just trying to develop a nice little show that combine of the things that we enjoy, like Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers,
Yeah.
and most recently Miss Rachel. So we're trying to incorporate those things. Uh, Animation wise, again, can't really say too much, but I recently, as of last year, finally jumped back into my interest in making animation again. And I've actually started working on a few small tests. I'm actually working on my very first return to animation. I'm working on a new short film.
Nice, awesome. Seems
Yeah.
like you've been very busy with all that. And obviously, you said you've done 4 years now in teaching art, or are you doing is it teaching art? Yeah.
Yep.
Uh, Tell us a bit about that, how that came about, and how that differs from your passions for animation and puppetry.
Funny enough, it was the year of 2021, and I was still unemployed, and I was trying to find work, like anything, part time, anything at all. But 2022 came around, and many know this story, but I don't mind sharing it again. Um, there's a reboot out on Apple TV, Fraggle Rock, Back to
Oh
the
yeah,
Rock,
yeah,
which is the reboot of the original Fraggle Rock from the 80s, created by Jim Henson. And me and my mother, we saw the first episode for free on Apple TV, and I said, I feel like something is going to happen here. I don't know what, but I feel something is going to happen, something good. To which I was offered to teach a called Puppet Theater for an organization here in Manhattan. They saw my videos on YouTube and said, I think you might be a great fit. And push comes to shove, I've been doing that for after school clubs within the cities of New York. Then transitioned into teaching assistants for middle schoolers, but now during then was able to incorporate television monitor puppetry course for middle schoolers, grades six, seven, and eight.
Okay.
And because of my consistency, my me being on time with everything, and also just having that love and passion
Yeah.
for doing this, it opened up some doors for me to teach cartoons and comics. So now I teach kids how to draw cartoons. Uh, I might do something a little bit later down the line. I'm not sure what, but something cartoon related, of course. And yeah, I've been doing that for right now, as of 2026. I've been doing that for over 4 years now, and it's been quite a learning experience, a great growth experience, and I'm just beyond blessed with the opportunity. So I definitely want to continue on
Oh,
and
amazing.
keep going.
That's amazing. It's incredible that like you said through your puppetry and animation, it's allowed you to go into another avenue and now pass your skills on to kids, of all age groups.
Yeah,
So
it really is a wonderful thing. Funny enough, when I go to the schools, because I only teach 1 day a week,
yeah,
I go to the schools and get things set up with my new round of little ones from kindergarten and first grade. I see the other students that were once kindergartners and
yeah.
first graders. They would see me and they would come up to me and they would show me some of the puppets that they made, and
Oh wow.
that they would still practice their hand lip sync.
Hmm.
And just just seeing that, it really tugs at my heartstrings. So
Yeah.
it gave me such you know joy, but at the same time, it did get me very emotional because who would have thought that the things that I do would leave such an impact?
No, and it's obviously funny you said that. Like your work's influenced by Jim Henson and what you've watched, and now you're able to do what you do and pass it on to the next generation. So I think it's very full circle that you've passed on everything you enjoy, and they can come back to you having learned what you taught them, and just be happy about the time they spent with you, which is amazing. And obviously, you can continue to do that for years to come. So
Yeah,
it's going to be exciting to see what you do going forward with that.
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Obviously you mentioned you're in filmmaking as well. So what avenue do you want to go with that? Obviously, we've spoke about three different avenues you're going down. How do you want to add that to your repertoire and keep going forward with it?
Uh, funny enough with filmmaking, um, I do know me, myself, and I have certain strengths and weaknesses.
Hmm.
Obviously, live action content I could do because I've been doing puppetry for a long period of time. I
Yeah.
consider that live action. Um, Working with on-camera actors, that would be a cool step in a new direction. But for me, I would definitely say more of a writing aspect.
Okay.
Yeah, so over the past few years, just on the side, just toying around, I would write concepts for drama films or horror films,
Yeah.
thrillers, things like that. Uh, and of course, comedies because I'm a big comedy fan. And uh, last year, when I was looking over some of the stuff that I was writing down, it kind of clicked that. Uh, there's an animator who I've just grown so fond of over the years. His name is Gendy Tartakovsky. He is the creator of Dexter's Lab, Samurai Jack, but he is
Okay.
also the director of all three of the Hotel Transylvania movies.
Ah,
And I bring him up because last year he finally got to release a film. a comedy film that he's always wanted to do called Fixed.
Oh, right, yeah.
And yep, and Fixed is a traditional hand-drawn animated film, which looks amazing. And that was one of the films that got me back into hand-drawn animation again. For those that don't know what Fixed is about, the basic premise is a dog wakes up in the morning and he finds out he is going to get neutered. So that is the main premise of the film, and that is what the film is all about. Starring Adam Devine, Bobby Moynihan was in the film, Idris Elba as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so Gendy had a great A-list cast.
Yeah.
The film didn't receive very well, but I enjoyed it regardless
That's
because
the main thing.
the
Yeah.
animation looks amazing, and
Yeah.
plus it's wonderful to see hand-drawn animation, being brought back in a day
Yeah.
in the era of especially within the era of AI and everything,
Oh,
which
I know.
is
It's taken over.
just out of here.
Yeah.
So seeing that and seeing Gendy sort of step into that world of making a comedy film, that's also a little bit of where more of that inspiration comes from. Because if Gendy could of if Gendy could direct and write a an animated film, who knows where Gendy would go
Absolutely.
from everywhere else.
Yeah. No, and I get that. You try to work your way into that direction, and you've got your ideas. So, look to the future with the four things we spoke about: your artistic abilities, your will and want to do more on camera with your puppets, live action. You've got your puppets, and obviously you've got your animation. What is the overall main goal? You're doing your work on YouTube. Where and what would you like to see yourself doing? What's the dream? If you could look to the future and say, like, this is what I'd love to do with everything, or some of it incorporated.
No, that's a good one. Truth, uh, I would love to make and star in an animated series,
Hmm?
mainly as well. One I created myself, and with a small team. Again, that's actually one of the things I'm working on, but I don't want to say
Yeah,
too much at the moment. But that's definitely one of the main goals. Um, I would really love to get to work with one of my heroes who follows me on Twitter. His name is Jorge Gutierrez.
okay.
Yeah, he created a show called El Tigre for Nickelodeon back in 2007, and he directed his very first film, The Book of Life.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
So I would really, it would be a dream come true to really get to work with this guy, either
Hmm.
as uh, within anything in animation. So that's a goal, but that's also one of the biggest dreams.
Yeah.
Um, Many people would think because I'm a puppeteer, they would think, oh, well, I thought your main dream was to work with the Muppets. I sort of left behind that dream years ago. Not because it's not possible, but I mean, when you're a puppeteer, many people think, oh, many people want to work with the Muppets, and
Hmm.
you know, I do. Part of me does, but part of me also says I actually want to do my own thing, make my own stuff.
Yeah, no, I get that. Touching on the Muppets, have you checked out the most recent TV show?
Words cannot describe how happy I was when I saw the new special.
Yeah.
I saw it early in the morning on Disney Plus before it aired on ABC.
Okay.
Actually, yeah. So I got to watch the brand new special on Disney Plus, and also I'm friends with Bill Barretta,
Oh, wow.
who's one of the main Muppet performers. Pepe the King Prawn, Big Mean Carl, Bobo the Bear, Johnny Fiamma, but he also took over for a number of Jim's characters, Dr. Teeth, Rolf the Dog, Swedish Chef.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I sent him a message after I was done watching it the night of because I went to a friend's house and we were all watching the special together.
Yeah.
And I just sent him a message saying, "Hey, Bill, I love the special. Everybody does such a great job. Words can't describe how happy I am to see the Muppets doing the Muppet Show again."
Yes.
And the other thing that's so cool about it is Dave Goles. He's actually one of the if if I'm correct on this, Dave Goles is one of the very, very last original Muppet performers.
Oh, really?
Because yes, because he worked with Jim Henson on the
Wow.
original Muppet Show and all of the movies they've done. And all the Muppet movies, but also on The Dark Crystal and Labyrinth with David Bowie. And he was also one of the puppeteers for the original Fraggle Rock.
Jesus. Wow.
Yeah, so Dave Goles is still one of the original Muppet performers still around to this day, which also made it very, very special
Mm.
because Dave was there from day one. And so for
Yeah.
Dave
That's
to
incredible.
be yeah, so for Dave to see years later
Yeah. The
all the
transformation.
thing
Yeah.
yeah, all the transformation and to be doing the Muppet Show again with a new number of performers, that for me is one of the most amazing things. And I'm actually in contact with a few other Muppet performers that were like, if you see the credits, and
Yeah.
there's like a full number of other performers that worked on this thing. I actually know a good number of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Martin P. Robinson, he was my mentor. Not for Sesame Workshop, but I'm involved in this little club for puppeteers, not just based in New York, but around the country. And he did like a little workshop. He remembered me from a workshop he did when I was in college.
Wow.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, Stephanie DeBruzzo, who plays Prairie Dawn on Sesame Street. She
Yeah.
was also Kate Monster on Avenue Q, the original Avenue Q. So I've met her many a times. She's very sweet, but again, a tremendous performer. Bruce Lanoil, Ryan Dillon, who plays Elmo on Sesame Street.
Oh,
He
wow.
was involved.
Did he do the movie as well?
Say again?
Did he do the movie as well? Elmo and Grapsland.
Oh, Ryan Dillon?
Yeah.
Oh, no, no, no. That was Kevin Clash.
Oh, okay. Right.
So
Right.
Kevin Clash was so when you see Elmo and Grouchland and all the other things Elmo was in, compared, if you look back at the '80s and within the early 2010s,
Oh, I
that
see.
was yes, that was still Kevin Clash,
Ah, I see.
and Kevin left, and then Ryan Dillon came in. He took over.
Right.
So Ryan Dillon was one of the main puppeteers for one of the assistant puppeteers, the additional performers for the special. Actually, a good number of them worked on, they all worked together when the Muppets did their show at the Hollywood Bowl,
Oh, yeah.
and also when they did their live Muppet show at the O2 Arena in London.
Wow.
So they all, from what I know, they all work very closely together, whether it's Disney's Muppets or Sesame Street. They
Yeah.
all work very, very close together.
Oh, wow. That's so amazing. And I hopefully they keep producing more Muppets content.
I hope so as well. I mean, it gained so much popularity
I
that
know.
rumor has it they're working on writing new episodes
Oh, nice.
for the Muppet Show. Can't really say that they greenlit a new season, but
Yeah.
if that's in the works, then who knows?
It's a no.
Also,
Yeah. It's a no-brainer.
also huge shout out to Seth Rogen.
Oh, yes. Seth Rogen.
Huge shout out to Seth Rogen for wanting to bring back the Muppet Show. I mean, I love Jason Segel. I love the 2011 movie that he did. But shout out to Seth Rogen, man.
Yeah.
It's been way